Welcome! It's time for Dungeon Digressions!
It's great to be a nerd. It's great to be a nerd. We wear our Trek uniforms and talk like Captain Kirk. We have our own heroes who we try to emulate. I dream of one day being as sexy as Bill Gates. We hate watching sports because we're reading Carl Sagan. But we watch the Olympics if they play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a hobbit! It's great to be a nerd. It's great to be a nerd. We think Tolkien was a genius and Shakespeare was a turd.
Campaign 1, Episode 7, Gnome for the Holidays.
Gnomes, as small as they are, do not generally tolerate cold well, and the unseasonable cold carried more than just the dangers of frozen fingers and toes. Even the snow moved against them as our party found themselves fighting for their very lives. Fortunately, through skill and a bit of Nichmas magic, they persevered and discovered the hidden den of the kidnapper. Nearly killed in the process, but working together, the companions moved onward to confront the strange woman. Will they save the children and the town of Clearshaw in the process? Let's find out together in Dungeon Digressions.
Kacie,
Yes.
thank you for sharing chocolates.
Absolutely.
Man, I'd really like to thank Kacie for bringing these chocolates.
We're sponsored tonight by Kacie's Chocolates.
Kacie's Chocolate.
No.
They melt.
Milwaukee's premium chocolate company.
They melt in your mouth and your hands.
Oh, God. Bye.
Reach them at www.kaciechoc.com.
Phern's Fantastic Chocolate.
Fern's Felodious Fudge.
I'm thinking flavor of Phern is the new mints we have to put out.
Yes, we can get them. We can get them
yes.
made.
You could do all the gnomes. Flavor of Zefini.
Oh.
Flavors of awesome.
It would have some
Zefini
zest to
Zours.
it.
That's what they
There
have
we
to
go.
be.
Yeah.
Zefini Zours.
Yes. Zefini's ours.
Flavor of Fern.
Yeah. Fern.
Schlep Slurpees.
Schluffed. There you go.
Slurpees? Schlep Slurpees?
Schlep schluff.
Schlep Schluff.
Oh.
Have you tried Schlep Schluff?
We need Shyne.
yeah.
Shyne needs a candy.
Shine Sunny Lemons.
Ooh, Shine. Lemony Shine.
drops. Sounds like a house cleaner.
I don't even know all the words.
We need Shine. Yep.
Jolly old
No
Saint
words.
Nicholas, we found him in a cave. He was unconscious, but he's fine now, 'cause it's life we saved.
There you go. Nice.
Jolly old Saint Nicholas, he saved some kids as well. And then we went and fought a hag, and now she melts in hell. Oh!
Jeez. All right. Let the magic begin. You arrive round the corner to a grisly sight. A ghastly ritual is performed this night. You can see two children lying on a table. There, the youths are subdued with rope, chain, and cable. Standing over them, a giant grotesquerie. Her toothy maw is grinning malevolently. She speaks a horrific sound that chills your allies. All you hear is spiteful words, insults, and lies. Her back turned to you while she casts her incantation. Will you save these children from their situation? So in front of you, she is not seeing you at this moment, but just guttural sounds are coming out of her mouth, and they're almost so low you can barely hear them. The children are tied down. What do you do?
Oh, that's not good. That's
Yep,
not good at all.
I'm doing it.
What do you
I'm
guys
running.
think?
I'm going to grab her and I'm going to tackle her.
What's going on in there, guys?
All right.
Oh,
Shine
Shine,
eventually
it's
comes
bad. This is not good at all.
You don't want
Shine
to
runs
see
in
this.
after them.
Okay, Shlep runs in. He charges into the room and he dives at her back. Make a strength check.
14.
All right, you dive at her, and where it looks like the large cloak that she's wearing is protecting her, where you think, like, I'd grab where her legs were, you actually pass right through the cloak, tumble to the ground right at her feet.
Ow.
She just looked down and continued her guttural sounds and did not pay much attention. All right, Shlep laying at her feet. She reaches down one hand, and as she reaches her hand out, it transforms into a claw and does 15 points of damage as it digs its claws into you and throws you off to the side. And she just simply turns, and her face transforms in front of you. Her mouth goes wide as she roars at you. And she turns back to what she's doing, and you see her arms flailing wildly at the children.
Oh my god! Oh, this is freaky!
What the
Shyne
hell
runs
is
up
that?
and grabs Shlep and drags him back towards the door.
All right, so we have got...
Shlep is unconscious.
Yes,
Nice. All right.
Yes. The DM did his job.
All right, Phern, what are you doing?
I decide to go to Schlepp's aid.
And what are you doing to aid Shlep?
I'm going to cure his wounds.
Good idea.
11.
Nice. All right, Shlep, I think you're feeling better.
I feel great.
All right.
You're alive.
Phern, that was awesome.
All right, Zefini.
I watch all this unfold and yeah, why don't you just chill out? And then 19 on an attack for a frostbite.
Oh, nice. Okay, that definitely hits.
So that's 3 points of cold damage.
All right, so the cold hits her in the back, and it sparkles across her back for just a moment. She doesn't seem phased by it at all. Shyne, where are you going?
You said that she's in front of the kids that are tied to a table.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna kind of move in to maybe 20 feet of the table or so if it's manageable to get that close and try to distract her by setting her on fire. Hey, your coat's on fire! You should probably get that looked at. And then pulls out her sword.
Nice. All right. So as the spell hits her hem of her cloak, it ignites and the fire starts creeping up the back of her cloak. And for a moment, she seems unaffected, but she turns and whips around and the cloak fans out and the flame catches. And she looks at you. Tricky, tricky. Her face turns back to her normal self for just a moment and then disappears.
Oh! Whoa!
Where's she?
That's a cool trick.
How did you do that? I need
Shyne.
to know.
Whoa. Guys, the children.
Let's free
I
the
was just-
children
We
Okay,
gotta go
but I
get
want to
them.
know how she did that.
before she comes back.
Get the
Shyne
kids.
runs up at 20 feet.
Sure.
And uses her sword to try and cut the ropes or whatever is binding them.
Okay. Where is everybody?
I'm staying behind.
Shyne, you got that?
Shlep, what are you doing?
I just came back from the death.
So are you laying down still?
I'm still laying.
I just came
Zefini,
back.
what are you doing?
Just kind of hanging out, watching, see what Shyne does. I mean, she's up there trying to free him.
Okay.
I mean,
Shyne, you got that? You got that up there?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Just
Trying
get
to
those
cut
kids free.
Cut the ropes.
I don't trust this lady at all.
She's got crazy tricks.
She's tricky.
Ah! She's possessed, Zefini!
Sorry, do you want me to help you?
As he's trying to redeem himself after that, Shyne just throws a rock thinking that he's possessed at him.
That wasn't her. That's me, it's me.
It's not Zefini!
Shyne, why are you doing that?
She's possessed him!
No. This is me. This is me.
I
Shyne.
don't know. You were saying that I was tricky.
No,
You
no.
sounded just like her.
Remember, we met outside Riverden.
Yeah.
We've collected berries.
No, I know.
You remember.
You don't know that, though.
You made us tea?
It's fine. You seem fine. Am I able to get any of these ropes cut or anything? I can't get these. I don't know how to do chains.
I thought you learned how to do ropes.
I'm cutting the
From
ropes.
Bill.
There's like metal chain things on this.
What type of knot is this?
It's not a knot. It's a chain.
It's a chain.
You could do the flame thing.
It would burn.
Do chains
and then
burn?
we can weaken it at a point and then hit it.
Well, so here's the problem. The last time I tried to, heat up something that was metal, you kind of set something else on fire that it was touching. So, we don't want to cook the kids.
You almost started the boat on fire, too.
I did.
Both of the kids' hands just fit right through the shackles.
What happens is after she disappears and you run up, you're trying to cut the chains and cut the ropes and everything. You find that the chains are mostly laid across, so the chains we're more weighting them down. They're very heavy chains. Not so much that they were chained to the table that they were on, but they're actually very heavy, just weighting down the children who are not strong, and they're actually out right now. So whatever she was doing to them at the time did not cause any outward physical damage, but something else is wrong. The children are not awake. The ropes are tied, though. So you're able to cut through the ropes, no problem. All right.
Hey, can you guys help me with these? They're really heavy.
Yeah, I'll help you with the chains.
All right, so everybody moves up to try and help with the chains, and as you start pulling on the chains, suddenly the door behind you slams.
I knew it.
I forgot to put a rock in that one. Sorry. That's my bad.
And you hear,
Now, it looks like we have some unfinished business.
Oh, no.
you don't see anything, you just hear the voice come from around you. You are all standing by the table, looking around, trying to find out where's this voice coming from? Where is it coming from? What do you do?
Shyne just keeps trying to get the chains off and trying to get the kids off the table the entire time, just going,
Shyne, show her the heart.
no. She's just,
Nope.
So I'm going to use Vicious Mockery and yell to the air.
Okay, so as you are yelling out vicious mockery, you hear something come back at you.
Oh, damn.
You are so cute how you make those little sounds.
And you take 2 points of damage from her mocking you.
Back in your face.
You got mock.
Yeah, but where is your heart?
Yeah.
After she says, "Where's your heart?" Shyne has that moment of just like, "Oh," and then pulls out the heart and produce flame and tries to set the heart on fire. I don't know what to do, guys. Ah!
All right, so what happens is she mocks you for just a moment and you take some just mental damage from the sheer mockery of the whole thing. And just as you start to think, what are we going to do? A snowstorm whips up and it starts beating you down. Everybody make constitution checks.
Inside the house?
Yes.
Oh, no! Fine. Getting those five. Rolling those
15.
5.
14.
14. Okay. If you rolled 15 or under, everybody takes 9 points of damage and you get beaten to the ground as the snow starts to pile up faster and faster and faster. Just as the snow is starting to almost cover you up to the waist, Shyne brings out the heart. What do you say? You hold it in the air.
She doesn't say anything. She sets it on fire and immediately goes unconscious.
Zefini just fell over too.
And what happened then? Well, in Clearshaw, they say that Finch's heart grew 3 sizes that day. And then the true meaning of Nichmas came through, and you found the strength of 10 Finches plus 2. Suddenly, the heart bursts into flame. A bless spell is cast. Everybody takes a +4 to all their attributes temporarily, and everybody is healed to full. And you all feel the energy burn through you as you get a burst of energy. She screams out, "Ah!" and slowly sinks to the ground. Where before there was you didn't see anything. She appears for just a second as she drops to the ground. She is not moving, but she seems like she's still alive. She's laying there though.
Miss, are you okay?
Oh, what?
Miss? Shyne just kind of groggily comes to, "Oh, my face. Oh, my face.
Shyne, are you all right?
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
What's that on the ground over there?
That's
It
that
looks
lady.
Like that. It looks like her coat thing."
She's actually there. Her physical body is still there. The heart that you had in your hand that you lit on fire actually dropped out of your hand as you burst it into flame, and it almost exploded in size and dropped to the ground. It's much larger now than it was. 3 times, they say. But it is still a hard and sort of petrified stone.
Oh, guys, wait, that's not just a coat. That's actually, is that her? What happened?
Yeah, that's her.
What?
I think.
Looks down at my feet. I'm assuming then I see it, the heart
Yes.
on the ground. Whoa, was this the little...
Uh-huh.
What? What happened? I was gone for like a second. I don't know what happened. I just fell asleep. It was really weird.
I don't know what happened.
Picks up the heart, puts it in her backpack.
The overall feel in the room is much better now.
Yes, yeah, it's like the whole thing lighting up. In fact, even the children that were previously out are sitting up and...
What happened? Where?
Hold on.
What
We gotta get the
happened?
chains off of you so you can sit up. So we lift the chains off of them.
At least one of them was taken off.
Yeah.
Probably,
You
probably
started
fell
falling,
on,
right?
Probably fell on Shyne's foot, but it's fine.
My foot!
Where are we? What happened? Where are we?
Hey guys, I just had the same moment. It's fine.
We're outside of Clearshot in some old lady's shack. But we gotta get you back home. You guys are from Clearshot, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm Frederick.
Frederick?
Yeah,
Hey, Cedric.
Frederick.
Oh, who's Cedric?
Well, it's not Frederick.
Anyways. She wanders off and goes over by the old lady's body.
Okay.
And I'm Sarah. I really would love to go home now.
Oh, well, it just so happens that you can go home now.
It's okay, we're gonna go there soon. Just hold on a second. A lot of stuff got really weird.
Yeah, children, come to me.
Yes, go to Phern. Phern will care for you. She's very good at it.
Yeah, she looks really old, so she probably knows a lot about kids.
I decide to make them a tea.
Wait, you're making a tea out of them?
Shh.
And I thought the old lady was bad.
Shyne's gonna poke the body, but also, if it doesn't move, search it.
So as you go, what are you poking it with?
My
Fingers?
sword.
Oh, your sword. Okay.
Because I'm assuming that was on the ground
Sure.
next to my unconscious
Yep.
body.
So you go to poke this body, and it's solid when you poke it, but the more you poke, it sort of deflates almost, like it wasn't quite solid.
Hey guys, this is really weird. It's like those fish that, you know, it like gets really poofy, and then if you poke it too hard, it'll just go and shrink. It's like, she's like a fish.
How'd it go?
Ooh.
Why is there a fish lady? Can I move the cloak and see?
Yeah, make a perception check.
15.
Oh, okay. So as you are pulling back the cloak, you see for just a moment an eye staring out at you from the clump of misshapen, shrunken, whatever it is that's laying there. And as it sees you, it blinks, and then disappears.
What?
What's the matter, Shyne?
What was that?
That was disgusting.
What did the eye look like? Was it like a normal human eye?
It's sort of like a larger human eye, a blue eye.
Blue eye?
Human.
Oh, guys, did you guys see that?
Uh-huh. That was really weird.
I think something saw us too.
I think something did.
Oh.
Noticing what I noticed with the cloak, I'm going to work to untie the cloak and gather it.
Sure. Yeah, you can get the cloak. It's kind of piled up in the mess that's there, but you're able to get it out.
Was I able to find anything in the mess before he came up?
No, not really. The cloak is there. The cloak's very fine. It seems of good, high quality, very warm.
Guys, I think that ladyfish was just a floating eyeball. I don't know about this place.
At this point, we should probably take the kids back.
Oh, yeah!
Is there anything else that seems to stick out in the room?
I'm going to take an exceptionally long period of time and look for any incantations, written spells that have been scribed.
Okay.
You know, anything like that in all of her bookshelves and manuscripts and other things.
Perfect. So you do find she's got quite a few things in this room. A lot of them are things you wouldn't necessarily know what to do with. Glass eyes in a jar, a big pile of them. She's got a jar of teeth. There's one toe, a big giant toe. There's jars of some dark viscous fluid.
Shyne, look at this toe.
That's gross.
Oh, what is it?
It looks like a toe.
Have either of you two seen a toe like this before?
Why does she have toes?
Doesn't look like my toes.
I didn't ask if it was your toe.
I have all
You're
my toes.
obviously walking.
Hold on a second. Yep, I got all my toes. It's not mine.
She's got a stack of dead birds, all sorts of different birds, almost if she was collecting them. One thing you do find that's very interesting is you do find a collection of books.
Oh, really?
And they seem to be books regarding animal transmutation, changing of animals.
Hey, Zefini! Look at it! It's one of those things that's got like a bunch of words and stuff on it.
Yep.
What are they?
Books.
What do they say?
Well, I'll have to take time to read it. This one seems to be about animal changing into animals or changing animal attributes. Yeah.
That sounds... I want to
I have
change
to
into
read
an
more.
animal.
I have to read it to know more about it.
Maybe one day we all can change into animals. That'd be so cool.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm excited. We're going to learn how to do this, okay? We're going to figure this out, guys. Anyways, I don't want to be in this room anymore. There's a lot of dead things.
Can she go out in the living room and see if she can find a pen and a piece of paper?
Sure. There's what looks to be maybe an inkwell and some sort of feather that's stuck into a desk right near the fireplace. There's a small book there.
Okay. Shyne's just going to sit down and start drawing the house on a blank page.
Okay.
And then pull out one of her smaller pots and put the inkwell in it. Just prep it for when they leave, because she's going to try and draw a map as they walk back.
Okay. As you try to heat the ink, it smells terrible. You're not sure what it is. It does not appear. As you're trying to sketch it out, it's sort of clumpy. It doesn't really draw very well. Not sure what it is.
Man, this is the worst thing ever. Guys!
What's the matter, Shyne?
Why?
Why what?
Why is this doing this?
Oh, are you not taking care of your inks?
It's not mine. I was just trying to draw a map, you know.
Did you find that here?
Yeah.
I'll take a closer look at the ink.
It appears to be organic of some sort.
What color is it?
Blackish.
That can't be good. It's an organic ink, and I have a feeling it's blood. I bet you she was writing some sort of magic incantation or some sort of scripting with blood.
Slowly puts it down and just kind of stands back onto her heels and just kind of blanks out for a second.
Did you see any parchments written with that ink? When you were looking for the ink, did you see anything written?
I can't read.
Well, you can look.
I didn't really... I was just looking for a way to draw a map. Why does she have a vial of... I was drawing with blood.
Don't use that ink.
This whole journey has been a lot.
Was there any paper or scripts around that may have been written with that ink?
No, you don't see anything. Nothing up front here. It looks like the books that maybe you picked up, there was a bunch of other things there that had some scratchings and things in it, but you're not sure what it's all about. As you kind of flip through them, there were drawings and some language you didn't really understand. You do recognize pictures of animals in some regard, but they seem to be strange. They're not the same. Like very large frogs, almost humanoid frogs, and pictures of dragons that you haven't really seen before.
In the books that we collected?
In the books that were on her shelf, yes.
Okay.
So there's lots of... So in addition to these animal transmutation books, there's other ones that contain pictures of these animals that seem to be not as much a story that you would read straight through, but more notes.
I would grab those because I'm looking for references for spellcasting, and my curiosity is such that...
Yeah, you can't read the language, but sure, you can have those. Those are yours.
What are you guys doing?
We're ransacking the place.
If you just came out, all you see is Shyne loosely holding a piece of paper at her side and just staring out the window.
Shyne, are you okay? You don't look good.
I didn't know it was blood.
Well, Shyne.
God.
Let's just make it back to Clearshaw. That way we can get some sleep and get some rest and clear our head and get these kids back to their parents.
Okay.
I think that's important. The other kids should already have been back with Nicholas. So we'll have to join up with Nicholas and return these other kids to town and, try to get some rest.
She wanders back, doesn't say anything, and just wanders back in the room with the kids to check on them.
Okay. As you go back, and the children have sort of comforted each other, and Frederick and Sarah are both sort of arm in arm as they moved into the space that you're in the front room. And
can we go now? Sarah's really hungry, and I really want to go. Can we go?
Absolutely.
Here, would you like some berries? They're kind of old now, but they still taste
We
good.
haven't eaten for a long time. Okay.
Here.
She just pulls out the bag of berries, and half of them are smushed.
all right,
and
Frederick reaches down and pulls some out and offers them to Sarah.
It's like a jam now.
Thank
It's
you.
a mixed berry jam.
What's your guys' favorite animal? You want to see something cool?
I suppose.
Do you like birds or cats or...
He looks around at the pile of dead birds and...
Okay, let's go in the other room. Come on.
I don't know if I like animals so much anymore.
Oh, no, that's fine. Here, check this out, though.
She lifts up her robe to show Zira.
Okay.
This is Zira. She's really cool. And also, here, check this out.
Minor illusion a cat into her hands.
Isn't that cool?
Sarah was very interested in the bird. Her eyes kind of brightened, her energy kind of perked up for a second. And then when the cat appeared, they kind of shrunk back.
What is that?
I don't know. I just figured out. I just learned I could do it when those ice things showed up.
Shyne, maybe you shouldn't do that so much.
What?
Makes things appear in thin air.
It's a lot of fun.
I know, but a lot of people aren't used to that, and it really puts them off.
Oh, really?
That's what I've been noticing, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. You guys haven't seen anything like this before?
No,
Well, maybe not like the cat, but...
I don't know how you're doing that. My mama says that magic is bad. Is that magic? I don't know.
Is it? I don't know. It just... Things kind of happen sometimes.
Well, for now, let's just keep it on the back burner there. Ooh,
Okay.
Ooh, sorry.
I'll try to.
Just keep it low.
Sorry.
All right.
Here, that's Zira.
She has Zira hop out on her
Are there
robe.
any blankets or anything in the room that we can wrap the kids in, transport them to Clearshaw so they don't get frostbite?
Yeah, there's that big cloak you just picked up.
All right, wrap them in that.
All right.
Let's get these kids
Here,
back to Clearshaw,
children.
guys.
Here, children. I know this lady just traumatized you, but here's her cloak to wrap up and feel warm in.
I do have an extra blanket.
Oh, you do? Okay, I'll fold up the cloak and you can give them the blanket. Thank goodness. Oh, thank the gods.
What happened to all the blankets I gave you guys?
I set that one on fire. Remember, we were fighting the snow thing.
Occupational hazards.
I didn't know what else to do. I don't have a lot of options here, man. I'm tiny.
All right, guys, use that blanket. Let's get out of here. Let's get to Clearshaw.
And now a word from our sponsors.
You hear the echoing of your footsteps as you walk closer and closer to this glowing object. You see this box. It looks metallic in nature, and it has this screen that's just glowing. And you see...
What is that?
You see...
Parsnips, have you ever seen anything like it?
Yes, I sure have.
What do they call it?
They call it a laptop.
Laptop.
So you guys take a step closer. On the glowing screen, you see a little blue box. You're getting the assumption that there's something wrong with this computer and may have something to do with the website trying to be made in the background.
Parsnips, what does it say? Can you read this?
Yes.
How are we going to get this fixed?
I know of only one service. Parody IT.
All of a sudden, you see these arms sprout out of the top of the screen and these legs that pop out of the bottom as it jumps up on the table. Parsnips, what do you do?
I pull out another laptop.
I think the runes on the wall say www.parody0111.com.
The laptop in the corner comes a little bit closer within striking distance of Bonsai, and you see a web help service notice come up. Web service needed. Parsnips, you just managed to pull up the web page, and on there you see a list of about 35 or so services, one of which is web design, and down at the bottom of the screen you see this row of numbers that just simply read 262-682-0990.
Bonsai, are you alive?
Barely.
There's this number on the screen. Here. I chuck a phone in his direction.
Alright, make a dexterity roll.
A 2.
Oh.
So I chuck the cell phone.
I roll an 18.
You roll an 18? Awesome. So as it's skidding across the ground right past your feet underneath the creature, you reach out just in time to snatch it up off the ground. You flip it open. You see a screen.
I got it. Got to put those numbers in. 262-682-0990.
As you dial in the numbers, you make contact with the person on the other side. All of a sudden, there's this explosion of light emanating from the phone that's in your grasp. And as the light expands into the space, it overwhelms this computer, and you see as it twitches, glitches, and then falls to the ground, the arms and legs dissipate. hesitate, and the computer is now mute on the ground, and you see as a new web page pop up with a smiley face saying you're good to go.
Thanks, Parody IT. That was awesome. The power of B, Shane, and Dave.
Unbelievable.
Get to walk out with our head high.
Well, at least we leveled up with Parody IT Services.
Parody IT Services, Wisconsin's premier IT services company.
So you are able to move out of the space, the children, you keep them warm, you can cast your produce flame as necessary, you're able to find things. So it does take you some time to get back, but fortunately you find that the moon is up, actually, shedding quite a bit of light, and simply by following the tracks that Nichmas had left, you're able to get back. So it looks like the snow and all that had been really severe before and making things difficult to see, it's now a very calm, peaceful night. It is now warming and the snow is starting to glisten and sparkle in the full moon. It's actually a very beautiful night. So what are you doing as you travel back?
I decide to take out my pan flute.
Very nice.
And sing a tune.
What tune are you singing?
So I'm like do 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 do.
Anybody else have anything you want to do before we get back?
Holding out produce flame to keep people warm, even though it's starting to warm up, just keep that little bubble. Sure. And then letting the kids pass Zero back and forth and telling them,
Hey, just make sure you keep her warm, because she's really not built for this kind of weather.
The evening, I guess early morning at this point, you arrive back in a clear shot. And you see all the lights in the central inn, in the Weary Farmer Inn/tavern, are on. And the people are sort of milling about in the space outside of the tavern. And when they see you come into town, they all rush towards you.
Hey, everybody! Look, we found these kids! No. Anybody want some kids?
Whose kids are these?
You're back! Oh my goodness, you're back! Frederick, Sarah, they all shout out. Two of the parents actually come rushing up and they take the children. They were Edward, one of the boys that you saved earlier. Sister, you're back! And the parents run up and they all huddle together and, we can't thank you enough. Please, come with us. And they are so excited to see you and see the children. They surround you and they all sort of move back. Let's get inside out of this cold. You do find then that inside of the space there's a very nice fire going and the tavern is very warm and cozy and people have been sitting here almost setting up camp waiting for your return. And one person you recognize that you see is Nichmas. And he gets up and he moves towards you. So good, children. So good to see you again.
Hey, you look a lot better.
I've had some wonderful rye porridge from Hilda here.
Yeah, Hilda does do a good rye porridge.
Yes, it's wonderful. Warms the bones right up.
Yeah, what were you doing out there?
Well, don't you know, I came to help save the children. Unfortunately, Jacqueline Frostcoffer was a bit too much for me. Her strength was far more than I could handle in my weakened state. You came along at just the right time.
You don't know how to make fire, Mr. Nichmas?
Fire?
Yeah.
Well, of course, everybody can make fire.
It helps. She didn't like fire, and neither did the snow person. Did you meet the snow person?
The snow? No, I'm sorry, I didn't meet the snow person.
Oh, yeah, it was before we got to you at the cave, I forgot. This pile of snow came to life, and it was really scary.
He was fighting a little kid from the village, Finch.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know Finch, Nichmas?
Of course I know Finch.
Finch, yeah, he was communicating with it, and when we got over there, they started attacking us. It was no good.
I know all of these children. That's why I came to save them.
Are you from here?
Well, not necessarily from here, but I know Frederick and Sarah and Edward and Linda, and I know all these children.
Do you know Jeremiah? I can never remember how to say his name.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to ask about him.
Jeremiah, certainly, but I haven't seen him for many years.
Many years? Aww.
Perhaps decades, in fact. And you children, I don't know you either. Very strange.
Children?
I'm 52 years old.
I'm 58.
I'm 93.
I am 208.
That's very interesting.
What about you?
What are you?
He looks to you and gives you a small smile. Some say I've been around for a while, and some say they've always known me.
So you're like a ghost?
Leans in to get a really good look at him. Is there anything unique about or different about his facial features in general?
So one thing you notice is that the room along the fireplace where the nice fire was glowing, they had some of the Midwinter decorations up. And Nichmas moves towards this. Hanging from the chimney and the fireplace there is some stockings. So after looking at you for just a simple moment, he spoke not a word but went straight to his work. He moved to the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang far away to the Fae, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Nichmas to all, and to all a good night. Aww. So he actually disappears through a cloud of green and red motes of light.
Oh, I totally want to know how he did that.
Hey,
that would be
like,
cool.
That's like the fairies that we saw in the forest.
I know. I want to learn that.
Man, these guys got cool tricks.
Oh.
So as St. Nicholas disappears from sight, the room glows brightly for just a moment. So bright that it seems to enlighten the entire space that you're in. As the light dims, your eyes readjust, and you see simple, wrapped boxes stacked all around the room.
Whoa.
For a moment, there's a hush. And then panic sets in. Voices rising in wonder and excitement. And then fear as they understand what happened. Midwinter magic is back, they exclaim.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Oh, this is so weird.
She just yells out goodbye in Sylvan.
Perfect.
So I didn't say anything, but my eyes glistened and one tear fell.
Very nice. Perfect. That's perfect, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right. So if there's no other...
Zefini's just going to stand there in awe.
Okay.
Because he wants to learn to do that. I like the smoke. That effect's cool.
So some of the participants, they run, and some cheer as the motes of light dissipate into the sky. But as the commotion dies down, it appears that they're very excited and they're very distraught over what really just happened. So
Zefini runs out the front to see if he can see him go up the chimney and out the top.
Okay.
I chase behind him.
All right. Just as you're running out the door, Falk, you recognize from earlier when you met him, he stands up and he clears his throat. And he waits as everybody seems to just take a pause for just a moment. Obviously, he is very well respected in this community, and he has earned that respect. So the group finally quiets down. You are standing in the doorway. His voice, clear and calm. Friends, this has happened before. It's been foretold for centuries. Do not worry. It would appear the age of descent may have arrived, but only time will tell. It could be simple alignment of the midwinter's moons, but for now, nothing has changed. For those of us that can, let's rejoice. It is time to exchange. So now you know, of course, of the midwinter tradition of exchanging gifts, which really represents the surprising and happy discoveries that would be in the upcoming year. From pockets and boxes and bags, gifts are revealed as people go around the room and they start exchanging their gifts.
Wow, this is really cool.
I like this.
Oh, this is so weird. What did he mean by descent?
I don't know.
Is he still there or did he walk
Sure,
off?
he's still there. Yep.
Hey, Mr. Foxer, dude.
Ah, yes, children.
What do you mean by age of
Thank you
descent?
once again for all you've done.
Oh, it's no
you're very
problem.
welcome.
It appears to have been the midwinter magic that's brought you here.
What did you mean by, age of descent? That sounds kind of like not necessarily good.
I'm not a historian, but as you know, magic has been only a thing of myth and legend. We don't see much magic anymore.
Oh, like this?
She's...
Isn't that cool? I guess the kids told me it was magic. I don't really know. Things just kind of happen.
Put that away. Put it
Shine.
away.
Oh, sorry.
Not here, not inside.
Oh, well, I don't know why everybody gets all huffy about it. It's not a big thing.
Any other time of the year, I would have had you stoned as a demon, but...
What? Okay, well, let's just put it this way.
But. Normally we only take such umbrage because the dragons obviously come to steal the magic from you, so it's dangerous for you to cast the magic like that, but...
Take magic from what?
Dragons?
Of course.
What dragons?
Dragons. Not like real things,
Why?
except for the one I saw on the boat.
First, why do you think we don't have much magic anymore, and you saw a dragon?
Well, Riverden was the first town I've been to. Well, I don't know if I used it there, but nobody seemed to care there. I didn't know it was a thing that people didn't...
This is very big news. If magic... Normally, magic returns on the significant few times of year, midwinter being one of those times when magic is close to us again. But if you have seen a dragon and this just happened, this is big news.
I don't know about the once a year thing. That's how I cook. That's how I make my food. I've always been able to do it.
And a dragon's never taken you.
Yeah, well, I
Your
don't
magic
know
is-
if it was a dragon, but it kind of looked like what people describe, I guess. It's more as like a silhouette kind of thing with big whoosh kind of wings. Yeah.
This may be news you wish to keep to yourself for the time being.
Oh,
Never before has magic been so apparent and obvious as this time. We have always had the midwinter spirit within us, but not like this. This is big.
You guys are reacting like this is significant of something. What's going on? Why is this significant?
Well, I think if magic only comes around like once a year, that does seem pretty significant.
Well, no, it seems more than that right now, the way that people have been reacting.
I'm okay as long as they don't want to stone me to death. That's cool.
Well, there is that. I'm fine with that as well.
Well, it is Midwinter Festival. Let's put these things aside for the time being and let's exchange.
Let's do that.
We should look forward to the new year and wish well to each other and look forward to surprising and happy moments that will come in the upcoming year.
Wow, that's so inspirational.
Being that there's a lot of gifts being handed out right now, Shlep decided that he was going to reach into his stash and grab a torch and hand it to Phern as a gift.
Shlep.
I'm sorry, I didn't have time to get anything.
No, this is wonderful. I needed a torch.
Help you stay warm.
Thank you. Since we're on the topic of gifts, so she reaches into her bag and pulls out a dozen cookies and gives them to Shyne.
Oh, what are these?
I made them myself.
Really?
It's actually a recipe that I got from the giants.
Oh, they smell really good. Can you eat these? Are these food?
They are. They're
Really?
filled with your favorite berries.
How did you know?
Takes a bite.
Well, you've been talking about them so much.
That's fair. I love berries.
And then, also, hold on one second, rustles through the bag again. Here's some extra flour in case you need it. And then she winks at Shyne.
Hey, thanks. You're really nice. I'm sorry. I just met you. I don't have anything nice in return.
That's quite all right. Shlep gave me a torch.
She starts looking through her bag and just pulls out this tiny little cup that's just a different color from the rest of the cups in her bag. Like,
That was really nice of you. You can have this. Hey, Zefini.
Yeah.
I guess now is the time. It's not really totally done, but I've been trying to make something for you.
Oh, really? What is it?
So she pulls out of her bag. It looks like a really poorly put together book, but it's made from obviously weathered pieces of wood that came off of the ship. Like, she tried to make it so that it would be a book to hold his papers.
I know that you were always really worried about your papers and stuff. I was trying to make you this thing so you can keep them all, like, together and safe and make, like, one of those, what are they with word things in them?
Books.
Yeah, so I didn't really know what I was doing, but here you go.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Shyne. It's absolutely beautiful. Matter of fact, that'll be wonderful to put all my papers in there, and I can organize stuff. Maybe I can even whittle up these little tabby things, and I can like carve things in there.
What are tabs?
They're things to help me organize. Man, this is really cool.
Guys, it's a special time. I think this is the time to bring out my dragon ale.
Well, hold on. Before we do that.
What?
Before we do that, I was thinking about it, and I felt really bad because, well, you know how Phern, Shyne, and I have hair, and you don't?
Yeah?
Well, I felt really bad about that, so I knitted a beanie for you. Why is everybody laughing? It's very well done. I've been working on it for a couple nights.
I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool.
Nobody ever asked these things.
Well,
So
you know,
thoughtful.
But not
there's
only...
been a lot going on.
There's been a lot going on. But not only did I knit a beanie for your head, but with matching mittens for your hand. And they're green and red.
Oh,
Oh, that's convenient.
they are so nice.
And they're made out of llama wool.
Oh,
What's a llama?
yeah, what's a llama?
Well, it's a crazy-looking creature with a long neck and lives in the higher altitudes. There's a few of them back where I'm from, and the people there gather their fur and make stuff out of it. They make clothes, and they make yarns, and they make a lot of things with it, so I had some with me in my pack, so I figured I'd knit you a beanie and some mittens for your little hands.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, that's really cool.
It'll keep you warm in these climates.
It will keep me warm, and I need it for my head.
Man, I wish I was cool like that and could craft like nice project things. Sorry about if there's mold on your book.
It was just old pieces of wood from the ships.
That's okay.
She mended some of the cracks so it's not cracked or broken. It's just weathered.
Are those berry stains on the bark?
I don't know what it is. It was just
Oh, that's okay.
It's from the ship.
I know it's from you, so it's got to have some berries.
I could put put some berries in there, but it might make it get weird.
Well, it might get my other papers all stained.
That's probably not a great idea.
No, I was curious because it has blotches on it.
I don't know what those ship people do, so, maybe it's best not to think about it.
Well, I hope it's not a part of that dude.
I don't want to know
guy that got
about
exploded
people
by
that
lightning.
get exploded by lightning.
You didn't get it from the captain's hut, did you?
No, it was when I was going around mending the ship after the shark.
Okay, so it's not him.
Oh, sharks.
Oh, Darvarga.
Oh, you don't know. We had another person. She was traveling with us, and she got eaten by a shark. I know.
One of us?
She was a gnome, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? I suppose that's why the shark came back. It didn't fill him up.
That's not nice.
I'm just being real.
Let's pour 5 drinks.
I think
one
I'll
for
take
Darvaga. 2. What, 2?
I think I'll take 2.
We'll pour 6.
Cheers to that.
It's been a lot.
A lot of the past few days is really sinking in her head right now.
So as you're toasting Darvarga and you're exchanging your gifts and you're taking a moment, Jillian, the woman from earlier that you recognize, Shyne, Jillian comes up to Shyne and she says,
I think I should apologize for earlier.
she looks to all of you and says,
Thank you so much for returning Linda. It's really wonderful to have her back, but I need to apologize to you earlier. I saw your magic and I got a little afraid.
Oh, that was from me. You ran away yelling dragon. I thought there was like a dragon or something. I went and hid too because I don't want to deal with a dragon.
Yeah, but I understand now. The Midwinter magic must be back, so it's okay. But I'm sorry. It just scared me a little bit. Here, I found this by the fireplace for you. Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'm really sorry about scaring you, by the way. I didn't know it would scare people.
We just haven't seen magic like that for a long time, and I guess I wasn't really thinking with Linda being gone and all, but I should have known with Midwinter here something strange was going to happen.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, here, enjoy your time. I'm going to go back and be with my wife.
Okay, well, it was really nice to meet you. I'm sorry again if I scared you.
so she hands you a stocking, and it has all of your names on it, actually.
What?
Shyne can't read, so she has no idea.
All right.
Hey, look, it's got drawings on it.
Let me see that.
Here.
Oh, those are our names.
What?
Those are our names.
How can you tell?
Because right there it says Shyne,
Oh.
and right there it says Shlep.
It looks the same.
Zefini, and Phern.
What is it?
I don't know.
Let's open it.
It seems a little big for a sock.
Well, you're not going to put it on your leg.
It looks like one.
There's stuff inside of it, right?
Yeah, so, Zefini, you reach your arm down inside of the stocking.
Let me see.
And there's something hard down inside of there.
Oh, I got it.
So, from out of the stocking comes something much larger than would appear to have been able to fit. It is.
Well, this is crazy. It just keeps going. It's bigger than the stock. What is this?
It is an axe. Oh. It has a very nice handle on it, and it smells very refreshing, like pine.
That smells so good. Do you smell that?
Hey, that's a really cool trick, Zefini. How'd you do that?
I don't know. I just reached in. Well, I don't really use an axe. I think this one might be for Shlep.
Can I see that?
Sure. Here, take a look at it.
I don't want the axe. No, that.
Grabs
Can I
the
see
stocking
it?
instead?
Oh, the sock?
Oh, sure.
She just plunges her arm in to see how far she can reach in.
Okay, you reach in, and it seems way deeper, like where you kind of
Push your arm in and you look at it and you go,
my arm should have hit the bottom, and
Like up to the shoulder.
and as you reach down inside of there, you grab a ball. There's a hard ball, and you pull your arm out, and you find, as you look at it, there is a small glass ball, and inside of it is green and red dancing balls of light. It's very beautiful to look at.
She gets super excited. It's like, oh, hold on. She takes a really double check to make sure it's not actually fairies in the bowl.
No, it doesn't appear to be fairies.
Oh, that's really cool.
Whoa, that's pretty.
River and them they weren't red and green, but it reminds me of back home.
She puts it in her bag.
You try it. It goes all the way up to your shoulder. It's really weird.
Okay, let me try.
Wow, get your face out of there.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
I don't know how to
She
get
is
rid of
really in there.
No, get out of there.
I'll
I
help.
don't know what.
And she
Zefini,
like is
pull
pulling
on her.
on the back of Phern's shirt, like, no, I don't know if you can breathe in there.
Oh, I think I grabbed something.
Oh,
She pulls out a flute.
Oh, another flute. Add to my collection.
that was
There
different
might be
than the
something
last one you
special
got.
about that flute.
Play us something.
Try something really quick.
So as you play, it actually plays a very terrible Nichmas song that is disharmonious, causes everyone around you pain.
Oh no.
Stop!
Oh, Yes.
How about a heal?
Okay.
It looks like you might have to find out how to use it more appropriately in order to make it work for you.
Maybe I'll just put this away for now.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is anybody else head ringing?
My ears hurt a lot.
I feel like the room is wobbling a bit.
What?
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel too well.
What'd you say?
I guess it's Schlepp's turn. Let him reach in that thing.
All right, I'm gonna stick my hand in here.
No, put your face in there, Shlep.
You reach in and you find nothing.
Oh, that's weird. Let me go in again. Guys, there's nothing in here. I can't find anything.
I think I pulled yours out, actually.
She grabs the stocking really quick and just dives back shoulder deep into the thing again.
Yep, it seems empty.
She turns it inside out, trying to
Here,
like
take
shake
mine.
it.
I'm not going to use it.
Oh,
I hand him the axe.
Zefini, did you get anything?
Oh, no, I got plenty. That's fine.
The sock. The sock
The
is
sock
for you.
itself. Thanks. I got the sock.
The axe is a very, very sharp axe. Just so you know, it is a +1. The glass ornament, once per short rest, you can cast dancing lights. So right now, as far as you know, the flute itself, right now, this is what you know, only plays songs like "Got a Hippopotamus" or "Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer" or something like that, and it just causes psychic damage to the people around you. And then the stocking is actually a stocking of holding.
Right on. I got a stocking.
Zefini, come here.
What? What are you trying to pawn off?
As he walks over, she just takes the stocking top part and just shimmies it on his head like, look, you got a hat!
Oh,
It's gonna keep you really warm and
That's
when it gets
awesome.
cold again.
oh, that makes my head really warm. Just like the one I made for Shlep.
As she puts the stocking over your head, it's very large and it slips down, and for a moment you hear almost a vacuum of space inside of the stocking where it seems, this thing is way larger inside.
Oh, hello?
Can we hear him?
No.
Hello?
Do we see it like sink over his
Yeah,
head?
it sinks down over his head, right?
Hello?
Whoa.
Zefini, are you okay?
It's not
Hello?
supposed to do that.
She yanks it off.
Ah,
What the?
hey, give me that back.
It looked like he was trying to eat your head.
Oh, no. May I have it?
Yeah.
Thanks. I put it back in my head. But just so it looks like a hat, so it doesn't swallow my head.
Is it like tied on there or something?
No.
There's something special about this stocking. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, clearly it wants to eat your head.
No,
Does it
no,
keep
no.
your head warm?
Oh, and then some. I could probably fit all the way in it.
that a
You
good
could probably
idea?
carry me in it.
There was certainly a void.
And it was holding an axe, a glass ball, and a flute.
You know,
And your head.
what if you can't breathe in there? What if you can't get back out?
I'm not getting in there. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Phern, can you play us something joyous, but like
Not on that flute.
Not that flute.
Okay, hold on one second. Oh, wait, wrong one.
Ah!
Oh, that's nice.
So she's gonna take the orb back out and just hold it up while she's playing the flute.
Nice.
Which I'm assuming casts dancing lights in the room. So she's just listening to the flute music.
Shlep is gonna light a torch and then just go like this.
It's actually a very beautiful moment, and everybody you see is around the room, and they've exchanged their small bits of gifts that they had, very simple gifts, and the glow of the fire, and the dancing lights, and the beautiful music. And then you take a moment to revel in a job well done. But when you look around, you realize it's not all fun. Presents lay around the room, unopened, forgotten, alone. Children are still missing because of the crone. So rest tonight and recover fully, because tomorrow we go out and we find the bully.
I thought we got all the kids.
As if it goes out the window.
If you're looking to get started on a new podcast and it seems overwhelming to listen through hundreds of episodes, here's a great one you should go out and try. It's called Are We Dead Yet? They've only got about 10 episodes, so it's a great time to jump right in and get caught up on the story. They're a real play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast, and they're playing through the Saltmarsh campaign. They have a great blend of silliness and darkness at the same time. For example, they've got a traveling monk that's being trained by a squirrel, and they've got a bard that's really bad at poetry. If you want to find out more about their episodes, go ahead and find them on all of the different podcasting channels. They come out the 1st and the 15th of every month. Are We Dead Yet? Give them a listen.
Big shout out to Bree at buybree.com for providing us a discount code of Dungeon15 for this episode. Enter the code Dungeon15 to receive 15% off your next purchase of cards, stickers, bookmarks, and stationery.
If you're not following us on Instagram or Twitter or the other social media sites, you didn't know about our special giveaway that we're running. When we release an episode, sometimes we'll give something away, and right now we're giving away packs of assorted D20s. This is, of course, in honor of the year 2020.
And if you join us on social media, not only can you win great prizes, but you can also send us messages. We got a great message from Rue, who goes by the handle Ilana Knight 13. And he sent us a message just saying that he loved everyone's character voices. Thanks so much, Rue. It was really great to hear from you, and you are in the raffle. Hopefully by now, you know if you won something. Good luck and congratulations. So if you want to be cool like Rue and hear your name on our podcast, send us a message, contact us on Twitter, on Instagram, on, all the other sites, and maybe you'll hear your name as well. Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone.
There's nothing quite like coming home after a long day.
As a community, we can help to offer that same comforting relief to others around us.
Each year, Habitat for Humanity affiliates in Wisconsin help connect several hundred low-income families with safe, decent, and affordable housing.
They also provide assistance with disaster relief as well as home repair for low-income families, seniors, and veterans.
Please consider supporting your local program to help offer everyone a brighter future and a healthier now.
Thanks!
Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, please consider supporting us by visiting our Patreon site at patreon.com/Dungeon Digressions. You can also reach out to us at Dungeon Digress on Twitter, email us dungeondigressions@gmail.com, or our website at www.dungeondigressions.com. Our cast for this episode was Shlep, played by me, Dave Stern; Shyne, played by Marza; Zefini, played by Richard McKay; Phern, played by Kacie Monroe. Your Dungeon Master is Mark McArthey. Thank you.
We want to give a big shout out to Arrogant Worms. Thanks for allowing us to use your song, Great to Be a Nerd, for our theme music. We also would like to thank all the royalty-free artists that allow their music to be used by everyone for free. For more information about any of these artists, please visit our website. Thanks.
We really hope you enjoyed what we had here today. We had a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed it a lot. If you want to join us, if you want to hear more about what we're doing,
There's things and stuff and tweets and twits and...
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Dun dun dun. Dun, dun. Clear shot.
And that's our exit.